Ladies and gentlemen, we're back once again. BlueChocobo versus Panga. Now, last week, Chocobo 3 points, Panga no points. In the booth with me is a very special guest, GlitchCat7. My good sir, what's poppin'? How you doing?
I'm here even. It's good to see everybody. Thanks for having me here to commentate on a very exciting race.
Indeed. Now, last week, it kind of shocked me to see Panga pull up and get the 0 points. I thought he would at least take one, but the thing is, and me and Glitch were talking about this before the race, a big part of the meta is getting the right stage. And, skipping, being unlimited use, is a very useful utility. And last week, Panga, he dedicated himself to a lot of levels that he probably should have just skipped. That you get the troll levels where it's just a waste of your time.
Yeah, making those strategic decisions about what to commit to is really, really important. And sometimes even, you can make the right decisions and you can't even know. You commit to a 20-second level, you spend a minute and a half on it and get trolled at the end. Kind of a wasted amount of time, but you didn't know that going into it.
And sometimes levels give it away. Get slammed. Upside down. I'm not a fan of the upside down at all. It just hurts my eyes and my brain personally.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that you have to press up to go in down pipes and stuff. Like the up and down are reversed as well, so dropping items is even a hassle.
Yeah, it's all sorts of messed up. BlueChocobo easily getting over those homing bullet bills, but that is a lot of lackitudes and needs to be in a cloud.
I see this level's gimmick. One of those lackitudes is probably going to throw out a Yoshi egg or something. I think his clear condition is that he has to be on a Yoshi. So, good luck with that.
Goodness gracious. So I think he's got to... it looked like he's possibly able to hop in there, but using these homing bills... or just getting that.
Yeah, he needs the cloud. Well, the maker beat this in some way, so a lot of times with levels like this, there's going to be a dev block or some kind of secret exit or something. Generally, enemy spam is a pretty good indicator of there is another way to do this that isn't as stupid.
BlueChocobo cracks the code, the Da Vinci Code. After years of research, boom, there it is. Panga needs to find a Yoshi egg. Has a cape.
BlueChocobo deciphering that ancient cryptogram.
Very impressive. Many years of work. Countless hours.
Yeah, I don't know what Panga's trying to do right now. He's got to find something, and now he finally chooses to skip that level. That's kind of what we were talking about before, that even with a level that is fairly easy and given unlimited time, you could just get through it. Making those choices to skip and just go on to something a little bit shorter is good strategy.
Absolutely. But it is a little bit windy out here. There are some Koopas on Goombas, so it's kind of scary. But Panga not shaking at all. No fear. He needs 50 coins.
Coins, yeah.
Found the pole, but has not found a coin. There is a 50 coin, though. Boom. That easy. Oh, he's making it look easy. Chocobo slowly working out this level. It's looking like a healthy dose of, garbage, but he's moving along. A lot of Meowsers.
It looks like he's got it. Nice.
Boom.
Yeah, it can be really difficult when you get a level full of garbage like that. Sometimes that might mean that it's really easy and you can just kind of damage boost right through. Sometimes that might mean it's insane, and it's really hard to tell because they all look so similar. Such a similar mess.
Okay, now here's what I'm talking about. Panga paused, sees a 3-minute world record and no skip. Now, obviously, a world record could not be optimized. That is definitely the case in some levels, but you want to be the one to find out if it truly is that optimal or not, especially when it comes down to a 15-minute timer to get the most amount of points and clears. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to wonder, too, sometimes these boss fights, like Panga just take a really unfortunate death to that Boom Boom. And even if it's a fairly short level, if it's some kind of boss gauntlet where you have to fight 3 or 4 bosses, that can really rack up time as you start to die. So it gets really critical when you get really deep into like a boss rush level like that.
In the chat, there's some talk. Division B, Division A. They're basically the same exact thing, and that does also relate to pre-recorded live. It's just if it fits in their schedule, they will do it live. Otherwise, they figure out a time to do it off. But of course, this is the first time we are all seeing it. Score is not even reported or anything yet. Coming on down, the biggest ground pound of 2019, raining from the heavens.
Oh man, tough break for BlueChocobo. Really convenient extra mushroom there, else he would have been locked.
That was very nice. Okay. What do we have here, ladies and gents?
Oh no. Oh, okay. Mushrooms are coming out of that pipe. He wants the ground pound through that line of blocks. And he keeps getting hit by that Pobodo there.
The loop. Getting stuck in the loop, having to just break up the timing a little bit. This looks good. All right.
Risky move, not going back and getting that other safety mushroom, though, but he's got another one.
All good. Oh, hello. We are boxed in on Panga's side. Meowser coming about, shooting balls. A lot going on here, to say the very least.
Tough spot for Panga to be in right now, especially with no power-ups. You always kind of like to hold out hope that maybe I could figure out a way to get out of this miraculously, and then you wind up losing a minute.
Chocobo gaining height, but nothing really to break his fall, so he's got to stay very accurate, take time. Getting up there. Hello. How high are we going? Ooh, okay.
Very nice use of the wall kick there, getting out of that really tight space. This is going to be really dicey, though, for BlueChocobo, having to fight this Boom Boom with no power-ups in a very small room, and that's what I was afraid would happen, because he just spent a ton of time getting down there and up there, and he's going to have to, go all the way back. That's unfortunate. He really could have had a point there, but I think the wise move was to skip.
Yeah, just being able to bite the bullet, swallow your pride, be like, all right, listen, whatever, this level is, it's not happening. Panga getting caught by a stray fireball, not happy about that. Have we seen a clear yet on Panga's side?
I don't believe so. I think BlueChocobo is up by 1. I should be better at keeping track of the score. You know?
Nah, it is hard. It is hard. Sometimes you have it on lock. Actually, I do believe Panga did get one with the, I think it was the 50 coin stage, the 50 coin goal, one, if I remember correctly.
He did. You're right.
But Chocobo not afraid to toss a level away to move along for bigger and better opportunities. Riding the wave. Not much of a wave, but riding the skulls. They're blue. They're scary. And he's very dead. Rest in peace. Panga figuring out something here. What is the play?
Panga getting that weird, that kind of weird glitch with the sideways thwomp. So if there's a horizontally moving thwomp and it touches a note block, it'll like bounce it up, and then it'll be a block or so above the original horizontal level it was on. So I think what he needed to do there was to bounce that thwomp up and then ride it to the right, but choosing to bail out instead, probably for the best.
Yeah, I think he was trying to still find a way to ride it, but got the death. He's like, you know what, I'm out. But this is a short level from Panga. He just cannot land. We're bouncing on bills. We're having a grand old time in space, soaring through the sky like a shooting star. And that...
Oh, no! Oh, no!
So close.
Really unfortunate for Panga. He touched the ground right as he was about to touch the goal, and it stole his clear condition. He didn't touch the goal before he touched the ground.
Yeah, we got to keep it technical, barely missing it. I mean, this is a tasty one. I am fully for staying around for this level. It's so short. Already have seen the ending. Doesn't appear to be any Kaizo blocks around. Just needs to put it all together in one motion, get another clear. But Chocobo sitting at 3. Panga, I believe, still sitting at 1, is going to need to make something happen and catch up in these next 6 minutes.
If Panga can get this one right now, he's going to be in good position to try to stage a comeback. BlueChocobo working on this cool on-off switch. speedrun level. Shouldn't be too difficult. It looks pretty self-explanatory.
Wow.
Easy clear.
Easy clap. Chocobo, 4 clears now under his belt. Super Mario World, we're in Japan. 7 lives from Panga. But what is the time? No clear. Now, it's really interesting to see how players approach these sort of levels where there isn't a clear. We see some immediate skips. We see some players sort of venture around, see what it's like. And Panga's like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I will clear it. If none of y'all have cleared it, I will clear it. I am Panga. I play the game.
Oh, bad. Oh, man. Panga he could have got in that door, but he popped out the P-switch out of that no block and then just jumped off the edge.
Yeah.
There's really the tendency to just, I don't know, you know, the multiplayer has it, and especially in something like this with a 15-minute timer, there's really this tendency to just run ahead and just take those kind of YOLO jumps and throw yourself off edges, just desperately trying to move quickly. You know, I mean, you want to be careful and kind of not die, conserve your lives, but in a race situation like this, it really incentivizes that kind of YOLO jumping. Yeah,
definitely. Chocobo getting some strange deaths here, just barely missing the bullet bill jumps. Panga riding the clouds. It's looking tough, man. 4:20 left on the clock, and we are going up.
I bet Panga's really happy that it wasn't. Oh, it is. Never mind. It's a cloud ride. So these things on tracks and things that you ride, snake blocks and stuff like that, kind of functionally can turn into sort of an auto scroller because you're moving at a fixed rate that's determined by the object. So it's kind of a good thing for Panga that that level didn't turn out to be a cloud ride the entire time, or else he wouldn't have been able to like physically move any faster, and that's always a bad thing.
Definitely true. A clear coming in on Chocobo's side. We've got a checkpoint for Panga. Making moves, flying coins. Those are always fun. They have cute little umbrellas, little parachutes. Gorgeous. But does he need a key? We got a boom boom. We got some Goombas.
He needs the key.
The ads, as one might say, causing a little more trouble in this boom boom fight, adding a little bit of spice and everything nice. But still more to make it through for this clear.
Oof. Panga right about now is thinking if he should damage boost or not. He's got that 1 damage boost, and the gamble is, could he just skip a lot of this slow motion by just running through? Because it doesn't look like he'll need that damage boost on top, but kind of a wise decision to just play it safe. He might have been able. Let's see if he goes for the damage boost right at the end. He's keeping it. That's a pretty good. He wasted a little bit of time to go slowly there. Oh no, he needs to lose it anyway. Oh, he's got to be small to get through there.
Unfortunate.
Man, he could have noticed that from above, but I didn't even see that either, and I was looking at the same thing. Meanwhile, Chocobo pulling down another clear.
Yeah, that was quite a long level from Panga. I'm curious to see that record. I mean, that was over a minute. Let's see what the record was.
Do you get extra swag points for getting the world record? 3-6 right now in favor of Chocobo.
Yeah, Chocobo pretty much got this first match in the bag. Very unlikely to get the next 3 clears here on Panga's side. Now, I do want to ask you a question, Glitch. At what point do you draw the line? Like when you pause the screen and you see X amount of time, what is the X that makes you like, all right, I'm immediate skip. Don't even want to try the level. How long?
Maybe more than about 2.5 minutes. It's kind of like there's a couple of factors. You know, you take a look at the level, you see how long the world record is, and okay, if it's like under a minute, yeah, cool, go for it, whatever it is. If it's between like a minute and 2 minutes, maybe take a look at like what else the level has to offer. Is it a boss rush? Is it puzzle solving? Or is it just kind of a big platforming level? And then, you know, if it's kind of an easier, if it's maybe you don't have to solve any puzzles or anything, or find any red coins, then maybe try to commit to those 2-minute levels. Maybe it's just like it's got some rising lava or something that slows you down. So it's kind of like you look at the record, but you're also like looking at the level itself to try to figure out, what am I in for here? Like, is it worth committing, say, 1.5 minutes to trying this?
Yeah. Interesting mechanic here on Panga's side. pretty neat.
Yeah, we've seen some levels like that from Mario Maker 1 as well, the kind of continuous moving walls that you're kind of wall jumping between.
Oh,
here, the very traditional. Mario Maker 1 did this a lot, the very traditional bullet bill blasters to squish you as you try to win.
And, oh, Chocobo! He's breaking the rules. A true tyrant at work. Skipping the doors completely and just looking for the hidden pipe.
Yeah, nice clear. You can tell the players that play a little bit more endless mode than players who don't, because I've noticed that players that tend to do play a little bit more endless mode have sometimes a better read on those troll levels and what they're going to do. And so some players, when they're presented with a pick a door, pick a pipe, are just going to be like, nope, I'm out, I won't even do it. And if you've played a lot of 100-man, you get a little bit better at figuring out how they hide their secrets and feeling more confident looking for a sort of a backdoor route for those levels.
Yeah, we saw that from the Beast last match. I mean, he's able to sniff a level really well on, like, okay, is there a troll block I gotta find? Is there a hidden key?
I swear that guy can see the code.
Yeah,
I don't know that. I don't know how Beast does it, but he's played a ton of endless 100-man, and he's just so confident at pulling that out. But it looks like that's the end of the round here. Time's up. Match is going to Chocobo.
There it is. Yeah, Panga sticking to some levels, perhaps a little bit too long, and also I don't know if I agree with the 1 minute well over a minute long levels. I mean, yes, you can explore them, but I don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of, especially if you kind of feel like you're down and you've been skipping a lot, you kind of, at least I've kind of ended up feeling like, okay, look, I know this level is long, but I can do it. I need to get something on the board. Like, I have to get a point right now. And so that can kind of influence you to commit to something that maybe wouldn't be in your best interest overall.
Definitely. It's a lot about picking the right level, skipping. But here we go, going back into it. Match number 2, Chocobo on the line for winning the best of 3 in terms of getting an extra point. Of course, we do always play 3 matches. Here it is, 1 minute, 37 seconds, and Panga's in. Immediate level. He hasn't skipped anything yet, but he's like, you know what, 1:37? Okay, I'm in. I'm down.
Shot. Yeah, he might be. I mean, he's taking a look at the level, too. It's 1:37, but it looks relatively troll-free. There's not a lot of enemy spam, not a lot of red coins or puzzles or anything. So this might be a better 1.5-minute level to commit to than a 1.5-minute level with tons of red coin doors everywhere, for example.
That's
or
true.
A really insane clear condition or something.
That is true. We got a big Bowser, and he has a shoulder blaster. His upgrade, he has been working with Dr. Eggman, but it's still not enough. Toadette, easily. Pow block to the face. You don't stand a chance. Ooh, finds the key in the pit of Goombas.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. BlueChocobo really able to sniff out the way that these kind of messier level designers tend to hide things, where they put their secret doors or power-ups or something. A lot of bravery here for BlueChocobo, playing with a lot of confidence, seeming to really just being able to say, like, I know how to figure this level out, I can do this. It can be scary to just encounter like a huge mess like this and think, oh no, like, what am I in for?
He's got a snout. He's like a bloodhound. 2 keys.
Good call for Chocobo, too. He stayed in that room and fought that other Bowser on the off chance that there was another key. They give you 2 bosses, that might mean 2 keys. So good foresight on Chocobo's part.
Oh, and we are swinging.
Yeah. Panga finding out why this level is 1.5 minutes. This block snake is essentially an auto scroll.
Oh, there it is, though.
Yeah, he's gonna. I think he's gonna be a little bit more careful. Yeah, you don't want to lose that leap right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That only cost him 10, 15 seconds of carefulness.
Definitely worth it. Both finding themselves a clear here in the first couple of minutes. Chocobo starting it up. 1 minute, 6 seconds. He's in. We got some puzzle solving to do here. Ooh, okay. Chocobo with the game knowledge, sucking up the fire, shooting it out. Cave explanation. Is that what I just saw? Good name. Good name, good level. 3 minutes though. Panga is like, you know what? I'm good. Scrolling with Yoshi. Auto scroll. What are your thoughts on auto scrollers?
Check the world record. If there is, if it's a 2 or 3 minute world record, don't even do it, because what's going to happen is you could get pretty far into the auto scroll. Say you could survive for a minute or so, and then you finally died. Now you're forced to go at that pace again. So if I were Panga right now, I would be looking at the world record, and if it was more than a minute, I would not even try.
Yeah, I think it was 50
but in this level,
seconds.
you do get the Yoshi. So the Yoshi is actually really powerful. It's a damage boost if you can get it back. It can eat things out of your way. So that might make it a little bit easier. It's one of those situations where you just never know. It's always some sort of a gamble. Do I commit to this level? Do I not? And then you do, and you get trolled, or you don't, and it turns out it was really easy. You never, ever know.
Very
Auto scrollers are a risk, though. Big risk.
Ooh. Okay. Where are we going here? And Panga once again falling there, trying to work it out. There's 2 thwomps, and they both want his cheeks. And he's trying to figure out, okay, how can I split my cheeks up so that I don't have to deal with this pain?
Pretty cheeky level.
Oh, definitely.
Another clear for Chocobo. Man. It's on fire right now.
He's racking up. Chocobo just extremely quick at picking up on these levels. If he dies once, that might just be it. Once, twice, maybe max. And then he's like, all right, I got it worked out. I know what I need to do. We're moving. No problems. Leapfrog over here. Panga side.
All about finding that read on the level and just being able to kind of read what the maker wanted. And that's a legitimate skill, and it's a slightly different skill from just like a blind playthrough, because someone could be really good at like blind reaction and doing obstacles blind, but not necessarily as good as actually reading the intention of the maker from their design. And that's something you see with a lot of endless players, is this really keen sense of like, is this level garbage or not? It's hard to tell. Look at that. One move, one shot for BlueChocobo, and he tried that again and got it because he saw what to do. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
The brain power and a world record to boot. The man is here. 3-2. Panga's not completely out of it. Yes, this is a pre-recorded match, but this is the very first time we are all seeing it being debuted live. 5-minute world record. Panga not into it.
And take a look at next time BlueChocobo clears a level, take a look at that high score that he's got rocking there. 100. More than 100 clears. So this is definitely a player, BlueChocobo is, who has played endless mode and who knows like how to feel these levels out. How to get clears, as opposed to like getting clears, I guess, is almost a little bit different than like beating levels. Like you can beat levels, but to like really grind up a ton of clears requires a certain intuition.
Definitely. There we go, Panga. Nice use, keeping the Yoshi around and getting the key. He wants his cake and he wants to eat it too, and I don't blame him one bit.
Yeah, Panga trying to figure out what he wants here. It looks like he just wants to drop that, ride that snake block, and it's going to put him up to the key door. Really careful now not to take damage on those spikes. Nice tiny jump there.
Chocobo skipping.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. So Panga could open this on-off switch right now. He's choosing not to, because as soon as he does, he's just going to have to run forward towards all that stuff. So the idea here is that he's just going to wail on Bowser, and then even if he takes damage, that Yoshi isn't going to run anywhere, so he can easily get it back. Yeah, good strats from Panga. Oh, no, he needs that Yoshi. That's the problem with that on-off switch. And now Panga's going to have to scramble to try to get that Yoshi back.
Oh my goodness, it is a mess.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, so sad.
So he hit the on-off switch, and that dumped Yoshi into the pit below. Never to be seen again.
He did good while he lasted, but that's just the way it goes, man. Metaphor for life.
It's a brutal game. You don't get points for trying.
That'd be nice, though. Yeah, Chocobo is obviously very, very talented endless player, but at the same time, you know, does not let it get to his head in any way. Like, that last level he skipped, he had spent some time on it. He figured out what he needed to do, but he just could not string it together, and it was nothing personal. He was just like, all right, you know what? That's fine. I'll move on. I'll get another level. I'm all good. Not afraid to skip.
Yeah,
even if some invested time. Yeah.
Confidence is really key. And I know, I mean, just from personal experience, like having not felt as confident either with the mechanics, that was sad for Panga.
Yeah.
Not feeling confident either with the mechanics or with what the levels have to offer. You know, even if you can beat some levels, you play more defensively. And I think what we've seen from Chocobo here tonight is just a really, really aggressive style, making those jumps, going for the clears, and like trying to do those levels that might look kind of scary. And it's a lot of confidence that I feel like is probably built up from doing a lot of endless and working on those kind of skills.
Definitely. And it's everybody's got different skills as well. Like what you might have down pat. Maybe you're very good at figuring out the puzzles. So if you're like, okay, puzzle, I'm down. Or your Z jumps on point. Commentator maybe speaking some garbage on the mic, but you know what I'm saying.
No, absolutely. Everybody kind of has, because certain things like a defensive strategy will work or an offensive strategy would work. You know, you can either play it safe and get a couple of clears that you know you're going to get, or play it reckless and try to get more but risk losing it all. And it's kind of just like self-assessment, just figuring out what your skills are as a player, and then how am I going to use that in the match?
Absolutely. And Chocobo here, once again, has invested a fair amount of time on this level, but another death, I wouldn't be surprised to see a skip. Chocobo does not get attached to these levels. Very nice use of the POW block.
Yep. Bringing that POW block through the door was a really, really good strat because it let him fight those Hammer Brothers on the other side that he already knew were there. Panga getting one out, though. Nice job. Solid clear. That was some really difficult tech that he had to deal with. Actually, Panga and I have both made levels using that tech where there's a sideways thwomp that's moving, and since in 3D World the sideways thwomps don't automatically kill you, you can like wall jump surf off the side of them as they push you through a horizontal area.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool mechanic. Seeing the players catch on quick to the new mechanics and making awesome things out of them. This game is just, it's genius. All right, and the time is ticking on BlueChocobo's side. 50 seconds left. We've got some red coins to get. Slopes quickly realizing, really good at making sure, you know, not dying to something silly. Able to see the slope start sliding.
Yeah, there's a certain lexicon of indication in Mario Maker and in Mario Maker 1 and in 2 that like if you know that lexicon, you know what the indicators mean and kind of what they generally signify. It can be a lot easier to read a speedrun level like this on the fly because you're just looking for, ouch, those note blocks, man. You're just looking for either like a box that tells you where to throw, an arrow that says what direction you're going, and these levels generally, like what BlueChocobo is playing, are generally full of indication and can be a little bit easier to figure out on the fly like that. Really nice mechanic Chocobo's using, and we've seen that come up in other matches and other races before, is the crouching to kill the icicles that are in a sloped area. That normally just by running into the side of them you would just die, but if you butt slide into them, you're just completely invincible and win every time.
Yeah, I didn't actually see what he's supposed to do up here, so I'm curious to see.
I think he didn't get the bounce off this note block. Yeah, right there where he lost. He didn't get the full boosted jump. He just got a little half one. No blocks, and I swear up and down in this game, no blocks and springs and things you bounce off of are not to be trusted. They're really just unreliable. Sometimes you don't get that big boosted jump and you just sadly fall into the pit. It's really tragic. Everybody has a bad time. Panga moving back, though. He's moving up right now, actually. He's got some really quick clears on some short levels. So we could be seeing a little bit of a come from behind victory if Panga can make a couple more of those happen.
Yeah, Panga indeed approaching from behind, accelerating 1 minute 2 seconds. Now, if he does clear this level, and we see no clears from Chocobo, oh, not holding A there. It will be a tie, and Panga could push it to perhaps take the second match, looking a lot closer than our first one. He's got his eyes on the prize.
Yeah, this is a pretty promising level too for Panga. It seems pretty straightforward, pretty self-explanatory. He might even take a couple deaths, but he might commit to this one, especially with only a minute 40 to go and a couple of lives. He might be really trying to just get an assured clear. He's trying to move for that sure thing right now.
Yeah, at this point, definitely dedicated to this level, but if he doesn't get it on this clear, it's going to be very tough. But learning from his deaths.
The worst thing right now would be to have a troll thwomp somewhere in this level that's just going to come down and smack him out of thin air.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. Skipping that last icicle like a madman.
Oh, and we got a checkpoint now. It does look like he needs a key to open a door to get to the finish. Keeping those eyes peeled. Chocobo moving expertly through these flame bars, is not riding with the snake. Does not need it.
Wow. Really, really good use of iframes there. And just wall jumping off the side of those fire bars, the little block that is the center of them. Really, really good strats there under pressure.
Ooh. Okay. We got iframes. We're sliding around. A little scary.
Ooh. That's unfortunate. That's really going to matter. I don't think he's going to get another shot at this. Panga... Actually, I know what Panga knows what he needs to do. If he can pull this off in 20 seconds, he might actually pull it. He might actually get the win.
He's got a key. Hold on. Hold the phone.
Kill Bowser.
Oh my
god.
That is the clear. We have a tie. 10 seconds left. But Chocobo clearly. Oh, sees the pull. It's in sight, but this is a tie.
Man, Chocobo was right there. Like, that would have been it. He would have got that, and that would have secured it for him. Oh my gosh.
It looks like Panga might have thought it was over, but realizing that it is indeed a tie. Moving forward, but this is the last jump, and Chocobo seals it. Match 2 under his belt. Another point, and the bonus point for winning 2 out of 3, but of course we have one final match to play. Is Panga going pointless in another week, or will he get this match?
Oh, hey, it's all right, Panga. I'm rocking 1 point myself, so we can commiserate together, bud.
It's tough, man. It is tough. It's tough life.
So a lot of and it's tough too, because it's really a lot of this tends, not a lot of it, that's incorrect, but some of this really tends to be out of your control. You get random levels, you make an informed decision, but not always the most informed about what's going to be in the level and whether or not you should commit to it. And you have to capitalize on some lucky bounces, and that can just be such a variable. Could go either way in any case.
Yeah, RNG definitely a factor for sure. I mean, even if you get a level that's like 30 seconds, you're like, oh yeah, I'm in. And then boom, Kaizo blocks, boom, Kaizo block, boom. Sorry, pick a door. Oh, by the way, would you like to pick a pipe, my good man? Because we've got 5 of them here, and one of them will be the correct way.
Hey, come on down. Are you tired of pipes just taking you somewhere fun and having a regular level? Hey, come on down. We got plenty to pick from.
Well, I'm interested. I am down.
Go on. Yeah, some of them lead to spikes. I mean, some of them lead to a big room with bloopers all through it. You never know where you're going to go. It's a new adventure every day.
My favorite is when you go through a door and holding right will kill you. Like, you can't hold right. That's my favorite, I think. Whether it be a spike or a Goomba running right at you. But here it is. Match 3. Video Games Central. Twitch.tv/speedrun. If you are enjoying the Super Mario Maker 2 action, it's every Saturday and every Sunday, man. Division A today, Division B tomorrow. It's popping. Oh, it looks like we got a false start. Starting the timer can be difficult. I've definitely been there. I understand. But we're going to go ahead and sync them up. $39-second. Oh, yeah. That is what I like to see. That was a creative Kaizo block. So when you see something like that, Glitch, are you trusting anything, any pipes you see, or are you just trying to move around and sort of explore?
In general, you want to try to stay on the main screen because that's that's where the goal is going to be. And when you never know who made one of these levels. Is it like messy on purpose? Is it just messy because some kid put a bunch of stuff in there? And Panga pulling out some cheese there, and that worked for him.
Wait, what?
And I'd like to actually point out what he did there.
Yeah, please do.
He did a particular type of glitched jump wherein you crouch and then press something like, I think you jump and you crouch and you press the Z button like one frame after jumping, and it gives you a higher than usual jump. And that's what Panga used to clear that there. So really solid one frame timing for Panga right there. You're not supposed to be able to make a jump that big, but using some trickery in the super jump glitch, Panga was able to pull that off.
Panga, in his infinite wisdom, the cheese makes it happen, getting a very early clear, but the Wiggler doesn't care about your clears. He doesn't care about your tech. He doesn't care about your dreams or your aspirations. He's here to wiggle. And wiggle he will.
He said wiggle. There shall be wiggling. And that's something I was pointing out too, how Panga stayed on the main screen in that last level. You always know that's where the goal is going to be. So really, never trust anything, and like try to avoid taking pipes and doors whenever possible. You really just generally never want to do that.
And a clear from Chocobo.
Nice claw ride.
And we're hopping around. Cannot touch the ground. You got to keep up with the Wiggler, but very nice job here thus far from Panga. Oh, and we've got double the Wigglers. Let's go. Oh, no!
No, what? Whoa!
Oh, that is so sad. And now, yes, he knows what he needs to do, but clearly this is a longer level. But knowing Panga, he's going to stick with it. He is committed. No skip. Low skip.
Yeah, that's, I would almost say that any level with a don't touch the ground clear condition would be an instant skip from me, because it's so easy to wreck that. If it's like collect 50 coins, you can take some damage boosts, you can find some power-ups, you can have some spaghetti. But man, with this, even like, carry a POW or bring a Yoshi, you could get your Yoshi back. But with this, it's just, if you touch the ground once, that's it, you're done. And that is such a risky spot to put yourself in. You want to leave yourself options for recovery, whatever that may be, a damage boost, some kind of backup plan. And you get no backup plan in a don't touch the ground clear condition.
Ooh, very tight maneuvering from Chocobo. Very nice. Okay, we are jiggling. We aren't quite wiggling. Gyrating might be the word. Oh, that is not.
He got played.
Yeah.
Chocobo got played by that right into the trap.
Luckily, this checkpoint's not too far back, so going to continue to investigate. Sherlock Holmes is on the case.
Well, these levels were made by elementary schoolers, my dear Watson. That was not even funny. No. I don't deserve that.
All right, I'm taking my laugh away. Sucking the laugh back in. Commentator perhaps losing his mind here live. The Mario Maker 2 just seen way too much garbage, and it is personally affecting my mind and my state of well-being. Chocobo might be a place that he doesn't want to be going back up. Scaling the mountain.
No. Oh, no. Okay, well, he had a damage boost. He was probably going to try to damage boost right to the goal. Now, without his mushroom, this is going to be a really risky spot. Depending on what's in that block. No, he's fine. He's got a star. Never mind.
Okay.
If there wouldn't have been a power-up up there, that would have been a really tricky spot for him to get in.
Oh, Boom Boom is here. Denied. Making Panga go boom boom. 2 clears from Chocobo.
Boom, and I cannot stress this enough. Boom.
Again, getting hit by the same boy in the same spot. Might just need to sit on top of the fire, sort of just figuring out what he needs to do. I'm not sure if his hitbox would hit him if he just stood there.
You know, it can be such a tricky thing when you've convinced yourself that you know what to do. I know the strat. I know this will work. I know. And you give away 5 or 6 or 7 lives because, gosh darn it, you just know this is what it's going to be. And you know what? 9 times out of 10, you're probably right. But in a situation like this where you have limited lives and limited time, you have to kind of think beyond that. Like, yeah, you can get it. Like, you can beat this level, but at what cost?
There it is.
Nice work, Panga.
Figures it out. 3 boom booms. You just got to wait for all of them to do their boom boom thing, their dance. They're spinning around, taking the stage.
They have
3 clears. I believe we are sitting at a tie right now, 3-3. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're about to find out, though.
Big bada boom boom. Yep. 3-3.
Yeah, and Panga seeing the length. I believe that was either 3 minutes something or 1 minute, like a closer to 2 minutes. I think it's once it's past 1 minute 30, it's like nah. Like if you skip, you're bound to find something under 1 minute within 2 to 3 skips.
Yeah, you would hope so. Boy, an intrepid player might be able to do a statistical analysis of like 100-man or endless and like figure out like, okay, like in general, how many skips does it take to get a 30-second level? How many, what's the percentage of like statistically, how likely is it going to be a red coin level or something? You wouldn't be able to analyze all the levels, obviously, but I feel like that might help somebody out someday. Is to have a little bit of rules that would say like, okay, if it's a red coin level in less than this amount of time, don't play it ever.
Oh, we got some cheese coming out from Chocobo, skipping that whole sequence.
That really, he wall jumped off the wall there, and then he ground pounded, but then he canceled the ground pound because he saw he was going to ground pound into the fire. Such quick reaction, saving him a life there.
Panga getting baited there. Has to finish as Super Mario. The pole was on top, but there was a saw blade over it as well. I might need to find a way to approach it from the base.
Yeah.
But now Chocobo taking the lead. Man, these limited view, I don't know what you want to call it. The dark levels, man, I don't know.
Yeah, dark levels are really rough, and it's easy to make a really tough dark level that actually is pretty simple because the creator knows the path. And when you play it, you just have no idea. So the creator is always at this huge advantage just in terms of knowledge from the dark levels. Especially with the dark level and Panga getting into the block snake right now and having to navigate this block snake but not being able to tell where he's going at all.
Death from Chocobo. This might be the clear for Panga. Just has to figure this room out. Okay. Plenty of mushrooms. That's nice.
Smart move for him, saving that one loose mushroom on the left. If he got into some trouble, he might be able to come back. And that's why dark levels are horrible. Yeah. Because you just run right into a pit. Who knew?
Who would have thunk? All right, classic shell hitting an on and off button. Very innovative stuff. I love seeing that.
Panga's being brave going up with this level right now. This is really, if I were Panga, I would skip that immediately because not only is it like a forced movement, but it's like the one-hit kill in the lava. So if you ever die or mess up anything, you just go right into that lava. But with this rising and lowering lava, it forces you to move at a particular speed, and that's going to ensure that Panga not only can't go fast, but can't do anything to help himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gotta go with the flow, as they say.
Now, the lava helmet that he's riding in right now actually can be pretty helpful in other situations. Right now, it's required to beat the level, but there are some cool properties. You can bail out of it like a Yoshi to get an extra height on your jump, and it's immune to a lot of enemies. So he could, for example, get up on top of those munchers or spikes or something. Hopefully this is the goal for Panga. Yes.
Ooh.
Good call.
Ooh, hopping right in, but Chocobo himself finding a clear as well. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Wait, are they both playing as Toadette? I think they are.
I think that might just be the case. Chocobo rocking a 1 clear lead. Panga's going to have to kick it into high gear. We did see, I don't know if it was last match or the match before, but he almost brought it back. He got a bunch of quick clears.
Yeah, Panga needs some short levels right now.
Yeah, and 1 minute 36 world record, staying in it. He's very dedicated, I guess. Like, he's not trying to hit the skip button ever. He's in it to win it. Do whatever he gets dealt with.
Yeah, that's a tough strategy. You know, better the bad level that you know or the bad level that you don't know. But not only the red coins, but these fire cannons right now really just making Panga move extra slowly. So he really wants to get the clear on this one, because if he doesn't, now anytime he had to slow down or wait, he's just wasting a lot of time. Again, for this cannon, he's waiting in these little niches in the ground there to avoid the cannonballs, and he's gonna get the coin, but it just makes first try success that much more crucial for him. Nice grab though. He got all of them.
He's looking good. Oh, hello. Here we go.
That checkpoint's gonna save him a lot of time too. That way he doesn't have to go through that red coin section if he dies.
All right, we're P-switching, boys. P-switch gang. Okay, bringing it a little bit further. Trying to get some more mileage. Not a bad idea at all. You never really know what the creator intends with these sort of things. When you do have a little bit of leeway to get the P-switch, you might have to.
Yeah, that was good strats for Panga, getting a little bit more mileage out of that switch. Good clear. Dude, neck and neck. Man, Panga gets one and Chocobo answers right back.
Yeah, Chocobo keeping his foot on Panga's neck. Trying to get more points and is, of course, still leading up by 1 clear. 2:40 left on the clock. A long level from Panga, but he did get it first try, which is good news, but we've got a spooky puzzle, and that is already very scary to me. Chocobo immediately skipping, does not even want to bother with it.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
no world
Panga's
record.
Really he's going to need some fast levels right now, because Chocobo isn't going to commit to something that's going to take him a long time and lose a lot of time to Panga in the process. So Panga has got to answer Chocobo's aggressive style with a little bit of aggression of his own, because the defensive style that he's kind of been playing a little bit is losing ground.
Ooh, wow, that's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, so there's kind of 2 options for riding on a thwomp like that, or spin jumping on anything that's moving and you're riding it. On the one hand, you see Panga doing a strat where he's doing lots of large jumps, and you basically want to minimize contact with the thing that you're surfing on. That's especially true for Super Mario World, the original game. You really want to minimize contact. But with the hitboxes a little bit better the way they are in Maker 2, you can either do large jumps like that and try to keep a lot of air, keep a lot of distance between yourself and what you're surfing on, or you try to do small jumps and surf. And I saw that from Chocobo. He tried.
Ooh, and mixing small and big jumps, Panga.
Yeah.
Very nice. Making it to the door. This might. No! Spooky. Very spooky puzzle. Advanced stuff.
I am spooked. Yeah, I'm asleep with the lights on tonight.
Yeah, that was a bit much. I'm sorry you guys had to see that, but I mean, we have no way of knowing how spooky the puzzles really are. Checking Mario's moves really quick just to verify he knows how to jump. Indeed, he does. 23-second world record, and it is possible. Panga clears it in time, but he's pretty much going to need a first try here, and he can tie it up. He can still take this match. But get the keys. Flying boom boom. Goodbye, Yoshi! Oh, and that is probably GG.
Oh, man. Yeah, he might have had. Blue Chocobo pulls another one down with 18 seconds to go. Well fought for Panga, but Chocobo's aggression really gave him the win here.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, obviously, I'm not as good as any of these players, but just from what I've been seeing and commentating, being a lot heavier on the skip button is generally a better strategy than not employing it.
Yeah. And then you end up running into the situation where and I felt that too, where, okay, I've skipped like 5 levels. I have got to get something. Come on, pick something,
Mm-hmm.
and you just kind of psych yourself out a little bit trying to go for those fast clears. It's such a balance of improvisation and then like a defensive versus an offensive kind of strategy. Wow, 5-7, the final score for this.
Yeah, not too shabby at all. Chocobo once again taking it home, bringing the points home for his family. Very nice. Glitch Cat, it has been an absolute pleasure commentating with you, my man.
Thank you. Likewise. This is very, very fun to do. I'm very, very just happy to be here.
Absolutely. I've been having a blast, honestly. I didn't know how this was going to go, but I've been thoroughly enjoying these matches.
You never know what you're going to get from Mario Maker. You never know. It could be funny. It could be crazy, bad, happy, sad. Who knows? You'll laugh. You'll cry. All the above.
Absolutely. But with that being said, thank you. Shout outs to Panga and BlueChocobo for the race. It was a blast. Huge shout outs to Tim Littlefree, the man behind the curtain, making the magic happen, restreaming it all. And of course, huge shout outs to the viewers. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed it. And that's going to conclude Division A for today. But tomorrow, we're back with Division B, kicking it off. It's going to be starting at 4 p.m. with Ryukar versus Slade. 4 p.m.
Oof.
Central, that is 5 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, that's happening. But here on this channel, we are now going to be moving to our 24/7 speedrun variety. We've got constant competitive gameplay going on. And yeah, showcases everything you could want. So thank you very much. Exclamation point schedule, exclamation point bracket, YouTube, Twitter. We got highlights, we got tweets, we have people that do things. And yeah, thank you guys. Have a wonderful night. And we'll catch you on the flippity flip. Peace.
Later.